Everyone, what's up? DJ's Aviation here. Welcome to another 1-400 scale model aircraft unboxing video. Today, sitting in front of us is the Gemini Jets Emirates Airbus A380-800 in the United for Wildlife scheme, registration A6-EEI. I'm now going to progress to read a little bit about the Emirates airline. Emirates was founded on the 25th of March 1985. It commenced operations on the 25th of October 1985. Hub's Dubai International Airport frequent flyer program is called Skywards. They have a fleet size of 256 and they go to 152 destinations across 81 countries and 6 continents. Their main company slogans are Fly Emirates and Hello Tomorrow. Parent company is the Emirates Group. Headquarters are located in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and as of 2014-15, they have 56,725 employees. Emirates is the world's 4th largest airline by scheduled revenue passenger kilometres flown, the 4th largest in terms of international passengers carried, and the 2nd largest in terms of freight ton kilometres flown. Emirates had the largest non-stop commercial flight from Dubai to Auckland until it was surpassed by Qatar Airways on a Doha to Auckland route. Now some information on the destinations. As I said earlier, Emirates operates to over 140 destinations in over 80 countries across 6 continents from its hub Dubai. Of course, we know several new destinations are added each year. Emirates is not part of any alliance. However, in 2000, the airline briefly considered joining the Star Alliance but opted to remain independent. The reasoning for this was later revealed by Senior Vice President of the airline's commercial operations worldwide. He said, "Your ability to react in the market is hindered because you need permission from your airline partners." Emirates code shares with the following airlines. I'll just name a few that are kind of big. Air Mauritius, Flybe, Japan Airlines, Jet Airways, Jetstar Airways, Korean, Malaysia, Oman, Qantas, South African, TAP Portugal, Thai Airways, Sri Lankan, and WestJet. Now moving on to the box, it is a bit different to a standard Gemini Jets box. As we know, the standard boxes have a digitalized image, which this one does have. However, it's not the full scale A380. It's just the front half with the United for Wildlife and the start of the animals. Also, you can see the colour is very different. It more has the Emirates colours. As you can probably see up the top, there is red. We have kind of a grey sort of colour. Top left is Emirates A380. The digitalised image, as I was saying. United for Wildlife. Emirates logo. And to the bottom right, you might just be able to make out the website, emiratesofficialstore.com. Moving to the bottom now, we have the Emirates A380 Scale 1-400 official licensed product Emirates. Emirates A380-800, the same again. The same. And the same. The only difference is on the back. There is quite a lot more information. We have the full digitalized image, which looks very, very nice. No registration, as I noticed, is actually planted towards the back of the aircraft. Usually they'd have that on. We have warning, not suitable for children under 3 years. The Gemini Jets logo located in the middle of the box towards the bottom. The official licensed product, Emirates. We have the specifications, so we have the span of the real A380, not this model, don't worry. 79.8 meters. Length 72.7 meters, height 24.1 meters, maximum range 15,000 kilometers, fuel capacity 323,000 liters, engines, the engine alliance is GP727OE, passenger seats 517, cabin crew seats 24, flight crew seats 5 to 4. Now, this can vary depending on the exact configuration of the A380. As we see here, there's 14 first class, 76 business on the upper deck, 399. However, then there's a different one with 427. And we have the barcode and item number. One of the things Gemini Jets is known for is its flap, which is like a sneak peek that lets you look inside the model. So the model's just down there, and usually we'd have information located here. However, we literally just have kind of the outline of an Emirates A380. Here is the model, if you're wondering. Very nice. Now, you're probably wondering as to why the model's in the box, and you've seen it in airport updates. I've just repacked the aircraft in its box just purely for this particular unboxing. Much easier than Phoenix boxes. There's an easy flap which doesn't bend when opening, and from there we open the other flaps, as you can see, and very, very carefully slide the model out. It's quite a large package, this particular model, as you can see there. And again, it's sort of like that flap idea. If I can, there we go. We have the protection for the model. We'll move that over to the side. And as you can probably see, the model is now there. Lift it out very carefully, and here it is, looking very, very nice. We'll go more in depth in a second with this model. We'll just put it over to the side of your screen, because again, for the bottom of the aircraft, the wheels, we have another bit of the protection, and that's the mold towards the bottom. Now that the model is finally out of the box, we can move from left to right, analysing the nose first. Onto the nose, we have the lovely cockpit windows with the windscreen wipers, the first entry door. Above that and to the right, we have the United for Wildlife, because of course this is in the United for Wildlife scheme. Just underneath the cockpit windows, you can probably make out some writing, or a line of writing, that actually says Airbus A380-800. And we have the front gear door, and the gear on the gear door is EI, which is the last two letters of the registration, as it's A6-EEI. We can also see the first two animals, as this entire plane is covered with various animals. I think this is a very good idea, as it does help kind of spread the word about animal cruelty and the culling of animals, as you will see this in the sky, and you will notice that it does have a different scheme on it, and it kind of attracts your eye. You're more likely to then look up what it's about. So great work there from Emirates. We're going to now move on to the engines and the middle half of the airliner. Of course, being an Emirates A380 and an A380 in general, this is equipped with 4 engines. The 4 engines on this particular aircraft are the GP7200s. Now, of course, this was actually listed on the back of the box, as I mentioned earlier. Some more information on this particular aircraft. It is in the F14C76Y427 configuration. It was delivered June 2013 and was painted in the United for Wildlife scheme in November of 2015. Now that we're on to the middle of the aircraft, we've just finished up with the engines. You can see them to the bottom of the screen. We do now have more of the animals in this particular section of the aircraft, which is when the double-decker actually gets underway. As we can see, there are windows to the top and bottom of each animal, featuring a rhinoceros, looks to be a gorilla, and 2 baby elephants, which are situated over to the right of your frame, or your screen now. The frame of the video, however, they are located to the right. Furthest to the right, there is the head of a baby elephant, and of course looks to be the mum or the dad, which is the largest animal currently on the screen now. Now this took some work to focus, but as we can see here, we have the very, very nice Emirates winglet with the Emirates logo embroidered, I guess you could say, onto it. Very nice indeed. Now that we are on to the rear half, we have A6-EEI, the rear exit doors, and as you can probably see a bit clearer now, the 2 baby elephants. Now, the iconic Emirates Tail is rather pretty, as it has the black, green, and red colours, which are kind of symbolic to the UAE. I guess you could say it's their flag's colours. We do see a lot of the UAE airlines opting for very vibrant colour schemes, just like Etihad, how they have implemented the facets of Abu Dhabi in their livery, so the rolling hills, the sand dunes, the city life, and the sea. Emirates have kind of incorporated the UAE into their design. Now, overall, I really do like this United for Wildlife design. I really do think it creates awareness. If you didn't know, Emirates do have, I think, another 3 aircraft painted in the United for Wildlife scheme. A6EOM, EDG, and I'm not sure of the other registration, are all other aircraft with the United for Wildlife scheme on them. However, EDG does sport a different United for Wildlife livery, so it doesn't have all the animals located in the middle of the, I guess you could say, aircraft. They're located on the bottom and kind of splashed around everywhere, because if you didn't know, on this particular aircraft, A6EEI, Emirates, which is usually situated just about in the middle of your screen now, it's not actually there. It's been replaced with gorillas and tigers and lions, etc., and a rhino. So that concludes this particular part of the unboxing. I'm now just going to go over a quick review in general, my thoughts on the model, and any upcoming news. Now, if you did make it to the end of this model review, I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. This was the Gemini Jets 1:400 scale Emirates A380-800 in the United for Wildlife scheme with the registration A6EEI. If I am correct, this was the first A380 to be painted in the United for Wildlife scheme, closely followed either after or before this one by A6EDG, pardon me. A picture of that probably went up earlier so you could see the difference. There is a model of A6EDG, but I opted for EEI, which is the one now, just because it kind of looks a bit better. Overall thoughts on the model, I'm really happy with the mould in general. It's very solid, very heavy, comparing it to my Singapore Airlines A380 made by Phoenix. I think from now I'll definitely be going with Gemini Jets on my A380. That's my opinion though, I could be wrong. Other people might have had good experiences with Phoenix, but my one on the A380 at least was not very good, hence why I've got the Gemini Jets one sitting in front of me now. All the detail is really spot on, especially the animals. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I wasn't too sure, I was kind of skeptical when I got the model, but after closely inspecting it, not only in this review, but also during model airport updates, and when I got the model, I am really happy with it. The engine detail is spot on, wings looks very nice as well, tail is done well, and all round, it kind of really does look like the real deal. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this unboxing, please leave a like. When I'm recording this, I'm also recording around 4 other unboxings, so stay tuned for them. I've got a lot more models coming. I've just ordered 5. Try and guess in the comments below what models I will be getting, and we will see when they arrive, either in an airport update or if I unbox them first. So thank you once again, guys, and peace.